Today I'm with two talented actors who've been part of two of the biggest films we've seen in recent times. One being Baahubali, that changed the face of cinema altogether, and one being Pink, that dealt with a pertinent issue and changed our perspective. Presenting you Rana Daggubati and Taapsee Pannu. Rana, we meet again.
Yes, hello.
And Taapsee, it's finally nice to meet you.
Thank you, thank you.
So, beginning with my interview, my first question is, what is the one question you don't want me to ask you?
I have a list, can I say?
Maybe we'll stick to one.
What don't you want her to
Well,
ask?
you just keep asking. I'm just not going to answer if I don't like it. So at that point,
No, which
you
is
will know.
probably very redundant. Like, how did you get this film? Maybe that I don't
We'll
want
keep
to.
in mind.
Yeah.
Before we get to talking about the Ghazi Attack, I have to ask you, have you managed to catch the Naam Shabana trailer? Because
Yeah,
Yes,
he
of
did, he
course.
did.
Yes, of course I did.
it was awesome
sort of
watching
good
you
advice.
kick ass.
Yeah,
seriously.
sometimes he tweets my trailers without even seeing it.
Yeah, I did that once. She said, no, this has to go out.
Okay then. Taapsee, my question to you. With a great cast like this on board, with Rana, KK Menon and Atul Kulkarni, what was your biggest concern when you got on board for the Ghazi Attack?
There was no concern. There were butterflies, yes, because I know how good. I mean, I've worked with Rana. I haven't worked with both these gentlemen before. KK sir also. We didn't happen to share screen space in Baby. All three of us were in Baby. Me, Rana, and KK sir. So it was kind of butterflies, kind of a feeling when I knew that I'm going to share the frame with these really good actors. So you get this kind of a nervousness inside that, okay, I hope I live up to that frame and I don't spoil that take. I hope I give it right in the first shot. So you feel that the first time you're sharing the screen space. But they are very, very nice people. They'll talk to you, they'll make you feel fine, and you don't really end up feeling that nervousness later on.
Taapsee, I mean, this is my question to you. The thing is, Taapsee so far hasn't really been the typical heroine. Like, she's been
Not even a typical heroine in this.
so exactly with Ghazi Attack being one big example. Then of course there was Pink. Then there's Naam Shabana. Of course in Judwa it's going to be a little more commercial.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to that? Considering you've done 3 films with her all.
Yeah, well, see, I mean, in all the actors that I know, and she's been somebody I know for a very, very long time. I've known her right from the time she started acting in movies, because I roughly started at the same time back in Telugu. And yeah, and it's very nice, very nice to see the kind of content that she's picking, the importance that she gives to character and storytelling, and it's nice to have many actors like that. With actors like this, you get newer and newer cinema, and I'm very happy that she's successful, because somewhere we feel like all of us back in Hyderabad feel like all that success we all of us share, and it's our victory in some strange way. It's like we got her ready for this place. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
To both of you, what's more exciting, a box office success or a superb review?
See, we are in entertainment business. It's cinema. If we don't earn money, we won't be able to make cinema. So we definitely need to earn that much money to make cinema. But that doesn't mean that we'll compromise on the content of the film at the same time. You need to make an entertaining film. It can be on real life. It can be fictionalized. But it's at the end of the day, it's about making a good film. And if it's a good film, if it can hold you for 2 hours, it'll be successful at box office. It'll earn money. So there's nothing called, no, it was a good film, but it didn't earn money. No, if it's a good film, it'll earn money.
Yeah, I mean, Pink was
It was a big
one
example.
of the biggest examples. So when the Ghazi Attack was, the script was read out to you, what were your first thoughts? Like, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
First thing came in my mind, why I can't be the naval officer. So, but then I got to know the girls are not allowed inside the submarine, so I had to settle with being a refugee.
Okay, and what about you?
See, one was never read out to me. It was a much smaller piece when I first heard of it, and I was very, very happy that I was instrumental in being there right from the inception of this. And when Sankalp came on, and we kind of put in a lot of writers, a lot of other additional writers who came on board to kind of make this film. It was a very new film of sorts, but very few people understood the kind of storytelling that was needed for cinema like this. So I mean, I was part of all that process. So every time there was a version coming, the version was getting better and better, and you start seeing this big film, which probably you only imagined as a child when you see, like many times when you watch the films in the West, you just feel like sometimes there are films that you cannot make, To me, I was a huge fan.
Bahubali changed that.
Yeah, very much so. No, very much so. I mean, that was a large reason why I did this film. See, I was a huge fan of films like Hunt for Red October, U571, Crimson Tide, and so are many people who watch those films. Now, when you're able to pack something like that, a similar genre in with your own story to tell, I think it's really a first excitement as an actor, as somebody, as a film enthusiast or a film lover. I think that was really my excitement on this film.
By the way, did you all notice you all were twinning? Was it?
Yeah, I think we end up doing that quite
I
often.
figured I did
Yeah.
that at some point before too,
Yeah, intelligent minds think alike.
or the other way around. So it's
Okay.
Shut up.
So, what was the one thing that you all learned from each other? Like, if I have to say, from each of your co-stars.
That don't fear from taking a big risk, because if content is by your side and you believe in something, because I know from where he comes, it's everyone fears to take that big risk of doing something which is not conventional. The typical hero kind of films, people try to stay away from doing out of the box stuff. So the fact that he doesn't get scared away from taking risks.
the word from Taapsee. I mean, first, like I said, she's an actor who picks great content, who's become such a fine actor over time. What's really interesting is somebody who has a voice for many things. I mean, she's got a voice. She has a certain reaction to things. She's very emotional. She's very sensitive, and she has a right approach to stuff, which is very nice in every, whether it's cinema or person. I can talk about personally because I know her long enough.